Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence, now, presence, come out, come It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythmically clear. I am vigorous, spinner right to the rhythm, middle to side. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the present, now, present, come out, come out.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The Bengals are top 10 in first downs, and they'll be up against a Ravens team that wants to be able to control the pace. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for him right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And incomplete to open things up. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Now that was a gutsy call. In today's NFL, that is a passing down, but they broke tendency, and in a big way, and they will reward.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense is on the field right now and just looking to keep the momentum, the mojo going from a week ago.
Partner, this defense is full of confidence. They feel great about themselves, and they don't think anyone can move the ball on them now.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 9 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. as they run the counter play. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And they only need a little bit here. 3rd down and very short.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And now they're in the hurry-up.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there, 82 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He finds Coleman. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
deep. Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Cuts it out. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Corey Grant with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to try and go deep again. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the catch made here by Sharon Peak. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going up top. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game, but one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
That one good for 12 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a cut to the sideline. Evades the tackler and now some space. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They'll come out in the pistol. And on the ground they go with a running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They run the counter now on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And to give this time to the tailback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now they'll run it on the taunts. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
2nd and goal from the 7. Now they'll run it on the taunts. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
That's pulled in at the 32. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments in this one. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Looks like he'll throw here. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in your coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now on 3rd and long. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Here we go. It's Wilson up, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have the lead. Still a 1-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.